Once again, here are the voices of Michigan football, Doug Karsch and John Jansen.
Michigan leading at 10-0 here at the half at the Big Ten Championship game. Wolverines defense really outstanding in the first half, holding Iowa to 61 yards and just 2 first downs. They forced the only turnover of the game, but offensively, after the first 2 drives, the Wolverines haven't done much. Jason Avant, down and below, Jim Harbaugh addressing the team in the locker room. What did he have to say?
Offense, we need to do a better job protecting up front. Make sure everyone knows the protection. Take the sure yards. Quick game is working. Let's give ourselves better opportunities on third down by executing on first and second down. We need to get into a better rhythm, and everyone do your job. Defense, stay in your gap, do your assignment. They can't beat us unless we beat ourselves. And for the team, offense is up first. Let's go out and set the tone. Let's play our best half of football and finish our third goal. Let's do it and play well. Play well.
All right, thank you, Jason. John Jansen, your thoughts on the first half?
You got to protect J.J. McCarthy. If you protect him, he's going to find guys downfield, and it really feels like it was kind of one guy on every play offensively. We don't normally see Colston Loveland drop balls. Get back to playing the style of ball that you've played all season long.
Stevens puts his right foot into it, and Samaj Morgan will let it sail over his head and 6 yards deep into the end zone, and Michigan will take over on the 25-yard line. So, Wolverines didn't do much on the ground in the first half. Donovan Edwards leading the way with 25 yards on 3 carries. Blake Corum, 7 carries, 15 yards. Kalel Mullings, 2 carries and 8 yards. JJ through the air, 13 of 18 for 95 yards. Third quarter all year has been Michigan's best. They've outscored opponents 133 to 21.
It was their best quarter here last year as well.
Michigan outscoring Purdue 29-9 in the second half after leading by just 1 at the break a year ago. JJ in a shotgun, first play of the second half, handoff, Blake Corum, and he's got some room, dances across the 30 out to the 31-yard line, gain of 6 on first down.
Well, I think the point was made at halftime, and it may have even been made on the sidelines, as we heard Sharon Moore was a little fired up. And when you're able to come out and rush the ball for 6 yards on first down, that was straight downhill, mano-a-mano up front.
Roman Wilson has been held off the stat sheet so far. I think they want to get him involved in the second half. He's in the slot to the right as the Wolverines go trips to the right, 1 to the left. Is Colston Loveland. JJ in a shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass. And pump fakes, now he bails out of there to the right, fires, and he's got his man, Cornelius Johnson, in traffic at the 36-yard line. Wow, 2 receivers were there. But Cornelius Johnson came down with it for a first down, the 36-yard line.
What a great throw by JJ. It was good protection, good coverage downfield, so he was able to escape the pocket. And that ball was, if it's not accurate, there's 2 defenders, not only 2 receivers, but 2 defenders in the area as well.
Cornelius' 6th catch of the game. Trips now to the left with the ball in the right hash. And they got Alex Orji in there at quarterback. Claps his hands, and he's going to run right and put his head down, run over a tackler out to the 41-yard line. 5 yards for Alex Orji on the quarterback run right there.
Well, I love the fact that on the first set of downs, it was 6 yards on first down. Here you see Alex Orji, it's 5 yards on first down. And Jason, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but it looks like Cornelius is limping around a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely limped after that pass he caught on the sideline. Limped back to the huddle and was looking for a sub, but he still stayed in there.
Well, he's splitting out wide left with Roman Wilson in the slot to the left. Wide right is Blake Corum. Now they'll motion Corum into the backfield. JJ claps his hands, fakes a handoff to Kalel Mullings, fires it to Corum in the flat. Corum across the 44. Flag is down. Just shy of the first down is Blake Corum, but this might be a hold on one of the wide receivers out there blocking for Blake.
Roman Wilson.
Well, I just saw the replay.
Holding offense number 1. 10-yard penalty enforced from the previous spot. Second down.
He got beat on the inside and panicked a little bit, grabbed him, and then went after him. And that little grab as he ran by Roman Wilson is what the official saw and called it.
Michigan came into this game the least penalized team in America. That's their 3rd penalty, and this one will back them up 10 yards and take them from what would have been a 3rd and 1 to a 2nd and 15. JJ in a shotgun, ball at the 31-yard line of Michigan. Claps his hands, back to pass. Here comes the rush. JJ fires. Colston Loveland across the 35 and out to the 37-yard line. Tackled from behind there. On a good open field tackle, or Colston might still be running. It's going to set up a 3rd and long.
I don't know that I like JJ escaping the pocket to the right and then throwing the ball back into the middle. There's a lot of garbage in there. It's not a safe throw. That one was complete, but you're playing with fire when you do that.
3rd down and 9 for Michigan. 3 receivers split to the left, 1 to the right. JJ brings a man in motion. It's Roman Wilson. JJ back to pass. Looking, fires. Roman's got it. 1st down at the 50. Roman down the sideline in front of the Michigan bench. Steps out of bounds at the 49-yard line. His first catch of the game is a big one. Moved the chains there on a gain of 14.
I love the route that he ran. When he came in motion, he came with a purpose, and he put the foot in the ground, got downfield, ran, and cut out right at the 1st down marker, creating separation between him and the defensive back. That was an exceptionally run route.
Michigan has moved into Iowa territory on the first possession of the second half. 11:37 to go, 3rd quarter. Michigan up 10-0. JJ goes toss to Cornelius Johnson on a reverse. Has a blocker in front of it. It's Colston, and he gets undercut as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. And that one never really developed. Iowa wasn't fooled. And I think his blocker, Colston, kind of got in Cornelius' way.
Well, I did, Colston was feeling it out. At that one, when you're on the front side of a reverse, you've got to run. You can't be looking to see what's coming on the inside.
Michigan goes tempo on 2nd down and 10. Now JJ will look to the sidelines. 2 receivers split to the right. It's Colston Loveland in the slot, Cornelius Johnson wide right. Tyler Morris and Roman Wilson split wide left. JJ back to pass, looking, fires, and it's almost intercepted. Probably should have been intercepted. Nick Jackson had it right in the breadbasket. It looked like a miscommunication between JJ and Colston Loveland. And the Wolverines fortunate there as it falls incomplete.
Well, what happened on that one was Iowa showed blitz, and then at the snap of the ball, they showed blitz on the left, they backed it off, and JJ saw that, wanted to get rid of the ball quick, and just didn't see the linebacker rolling back.
Well, the Wolverines with another opportunity here, thanks to the dropped INT. Empty backfield for J.J. McCarthy. 3rd and 10 from the Iowa 49. J.J. back to pass, fires to Donovan Edwards, who's got it behind the line to the 50. Can he get the corner? He can't, as he is wrangled out of bounds at the 48-yard line, well short of the 1st down by Sebastian Castro. And Michigan will be looking at a 4th and long.
Yeah, penalties are drive killers. That holding call by Roman Wilson was just an absolute dagger. And when you're able to gain yardage, and they had gained 5 yards on 1st down, but then you get a holding call, and it sets you back. And against this defense, you can't you can't go back into in a 2nd and long situation.
Caden Weegan standing on his own 6 to field this punt from Tommy Doman, who's got it and puts his right foot into it. Doman very good at pinning teams deep, and this one he will do so again as Weegan's forced to make a fair catch at the 5-yard line, a 42-yard punt. And that's where Iowa will get their first crack at it here in the second half with 10:03 to go, 3rd quarter, and Michigan on top, 10-0 from the Big Ten championship game. You're listening to Michigan football from Learfield. Doug Karsch, John Jansen, Jason Avant down on the field. Michigan leading Iowa 10-0 here early 3rd quarter, and the Hawkeyes have it on their own 6-yard line. The Michigan offense got something going. Jason, I know you were talking about the play calling. You like that play calling a little bit better in that drive.
Yeah, I definitely like it a little bit better. We're more creative, and we have to do a better job at the point of attack on the edges.
And now can the defense keep Iowa backed up here in the shadows of their own goalposts? They only have 2 first downs all game. Under center is Hill. Turns and hands it off to Johnson running right. Gets out across the 7 to the 8-yard line, where he runs into the scrum and is dropped by Junior Colson, leading the Michigan tacklers. Short gain on 1st down.
Here's I guess you'd call it the unique thing about Iowa's offense, is that there's really nothing unique about it. They are who they are. They're going to pound the ball between the tackles. Occasionally they're going to have a quick pass out in the flat, but they're not going to stress you downfield, and you just got to be disciplined and beat double teams up front.
Nose of the football on the 9-yard line. Iowa looking at a 2nd down and 7 from their own 9, trailing 10-0. Deacon Hill under center. Takes the snap, Play action, back to pass. Here comes the rush. He's hit. The ball's in the air, and it is batted around and lands incomplete. Wow.
I think Cam, was that Cam good? Or no, it was Kenneth Grant almost had his second interception.
Blitzing off the edge was Mikey Sandristel. And yeah, Kenneth Grant tried to jump over. Tried to jump over an offensive lineman and secure it. That ball popped straight up in the air, but there's Sandristel disrupting things again.
Yeah, great job by Mikey Sandristel. I mean, and honestly, Jesse Minter of using him in so many different ways.
And we're going to get a review here.
That may be a
ruling on the field of an incomplete forward pass is under further review.
Who ended up with the ball?
We ended up with the ball.
Well, this will be interesting.
Looked like, was it Chris Jenkins that ended up with the ball? Might be his second fumble recovery.
Well, did the hand come forward empty is the question. And you heard Jeff Serbinsky, our lead official. He'll go under the hood. What do you think, Jason?
Hard to overturn the situation. The ball did end up forward, so I don't know how they could overturn it.
Ooh, now that I've seen the replay, I think the hand came forward empty.
Yeah, it could have been the momentum of Mikey Sanders still hitting it that caused that ball to come forward, not Hill's arm.
We can use it right now.
That would it would be nice.
Huge review here. We'll take a break. Come back. Michigan leading 10-0, 9:14 to go, third quarter. You're listening to Michigan Football from Learfield. Michigan fans, there's your big play as during the commercial break they announced that indeed it was a fumble. Michigan recovered, and in the ensuing melee, Iowa got a personal foul on their bench as their coaches were arguing it. A flag was thrown. It's on an assistant coach who had to be restrained. And the ball now marked at the Iowa 6-yard line after Mikey Sandristel dislodged the ball out of Deacon Hill's hands. And we're still trying to figure out who gets credited with the recovery.
They're calling. They're crediting Josh Wallace with the recovery at the Iowa 12, and then obviously with the assistant coach getting after it on the sideline, and that personal foul. They'll mark it off half the distance to the goal line. So Michigan will get the ball first and goal at the 6-yard line.
And the Wolverines have one touchdown drive today. It was 7 yards. Hoping to capitalize on this field position, 6 yards away from the Iowa end zone, leading 10-0. Our coverage is brought to you by the University of Michigan Health. There's a difference between an answer and a Michigan answer. To learn more about Michigan's best hospital, visit michigananswers.com. Jason, go ahead.
Still, Mikey Sandristel.
Oh, unbelievable position switch.
Playmaker.
Shotgun for JJ from the 6-yard line. Takes the snap, inside handoff. Blake Corum bounces it back the other direction. Blake fighting for the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. Blake Corum ties the school record with his 55th career rushing touchdown, and Michigan extends the lead to 16-0.
That was all effort by Blake Corum. He was stopped at the line of scrimmage, cut back to his left, and was able to fight all the way from the 6-yard line down inside the end zone.
JT is on for the extra point. Snap is good. Tommy Doman puts it down, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. One play, 6 yards, taking 5 seconds.
Not great for the time of possession, but great for the scoreboard.
That Wolverine touchdown brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. 17-0 here, third quarter. 9:09 to go from the Big Ten Championship game. You're listening to Michigan Football from Learfield. Doug Karsch, John Jansen, Jason Avant back at Lucas Oil Stadium. Not only did that 6-yard touchdown run give Blake Corum the 55th rushing touchdown of his career, tying the A-train for most in a Michigan career. That 6-yard run put Blake over 1,000 yards for the season, and Michigan now leading 17-0 here in Indianapolis with 9:09 to go here in quarter number 3. Tommy Doman approaches the football, puts his right foot into it, and sails this one 9 yards deep into the end zone to our right, and Iowa will take over, trailing 17-0. What a play by Mikey Sandristel, and I will argue it. I can't say it's all time because I don't remember Michigan football before 1975, but that is the greatest late career position switch late in the career. Yeah, guys like Steve Hutchinson started as a defensive lineman, but
yeah, started as defensive lineman and then 4-time All Big Ten Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good one. But you're talking about a late career move, and going from D-line to O-line is one thing. Going from wide receiver to a defensive back, and he's played nickel, he's played safety, he's played corner, he's played all over the place.
From the 25-yard line, Iowa goes handoff running right is Johnson. Check that, LaShawn Williams out to the 26, maybe the 27-yard line, where he is gang tackled by the Michigan defense, which is making a huge difference. Defense and special teams doing it for Michigan. Junior Colson leading the Michigan tacklers.
It's the ultimate team sport. And when one side is struggling, offensively, they've struggled right now. You've got to have big plays on special teams. Samaj Morgan fulfilled that role. You got to have big plays defensively, and Mikey Samerstill's forced 2 fumbles.
2nd down and 8 for Iowa. Shotgun for Deacon Hill. Brings a man in motion. Fakes the reverse. Will roll out to the left. Now fires, and too tall. Almost intercepted on the tip pass. I don't know who it was down there. Was it Rod Moore? No, it was Josh Wallace.
Josh Wallace is there. Rod Moore came in support, and that was Josiah Stewart putting pressure on Deacon Hill and put a shot on him right as he delivered the ball. You start hitting Deacon Hill. They're down 17. This offense isn't built to make a run at a 17-point lead. He's going to start throwing us the ball.
After that incompletion, it's 3rd down and 8 for Iowa. From their own 27, Michigan leading 17-0. Empty backfield for Hill. Has the snap, back to pass, fires, got his man Brown on a crossing route, and he's got a 1st down. Out to the 36-yard line is Caleb Brown.
Good coverage by Josh Wallace. He was in his hip pocket. That was just a nice ball. Michigan, this is where the pass rush has got to pin their ears back and just say, we've got to get to Deacon Hill. He's not a guy that's going to escape the pocket. You don't have to worry about him running. Jason talked about that earlier. He's got negative rushing yards on the year. Some of that sack yardage, but he's not gaining anything on the ground.
3rd 1st down on the evening for Iowa. Deacon Hill under center here from the 37, 1st and 10. Back to pass, going to fire, middle screen to his tight end, Stellantis, and he gets it across the 45, out close to the 50-yard line. Check that was Addison Ostrenga, and that goes for another Iowa 1st down on the middle screen to the tight end, out at their own 47, gain of 12.
Yeah, they called the forward progress was stopped at the 47, but you don't want to give this Iowa team any belief that they can move the ball. They've hit a couple of passes, got a couple of 1st downs. Defensive line, they're probably going to get a run here on 1st down. You get a nice stop, put some pressure on Deacon Hill, and get this ball back in Michigan's hands.
On the 47-yard line, 1st and 10 for Iowa. Hill under center. Takes the snap, turns and hands it to his running back, and that is Caleb Johnson. He gets it across the 50, tripped up inside Michigan territory at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 yards on 1st down.
Backside defensive tackle has to be able to stay put. Right now, this defensive line is becoming very aggressive, and I understand they smell blood. They're going after it. But you got to be disciplined. You can't flow down the line because the cutback right now is what's hurting Michigan on the run game.
6:36 to go, 3rd quarter. Wolverines lead it 17-0. Iowa from the Michigan 49-yard line, looking at a 2nd and 6. I formation behind Deacon Hill. Takes the snap. Stretch play, running left. It's Caleb Johnson, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, before he is dropped by Chris Jenkins.
Chris Jenkins, on his celebration, was going for the rip and almost took out an official. But a nice job of stretching things out on the front side and staying home on the backside, not allowing Iowa to keep things going and then hit that cutback lane. You got to be disciplined on the backside, stretch things out front, and shed blocks. Chris Jenkins did a beautiful job of that.
3rd down and 5 for the Hawkeyes. Shotgun for Deacon Hill. Takes the snap. Handoff. It's Williams, and he gets dragged down from behind just shy of the 1st down. It was Michael Barrett who tripped up LaShawn Williams on a draw play, and he's about a yard short of a 1st down. The ball's marked on the Michigan 44-yard line. They have to get it across the 43, and Iowa's going to go for it. Yep. Here's where Deacon Hill on the quarterback sneak becomes a thing. He did it earlier. He did it 3 times last week, and he tries it here, and this is going to depend on the spot.
I've got one official marking him short. The other one is marking him right at the first down marker.
Which one of those officials gets to the football first? Michigan's saying they held him. Depends on the spot. I don't think he got it.
I think the official who was marking him short has marked him short. No, he's about a half-yard shy.
What do you see, Jason?
Yeah, the official on the Michigan sideline has him short. The official on Iowa sideline has him, gaining the first down. So
they're going to measure this one.
As of right now, on the line, right down the line, it looks like he's short.
Oh, they're going to bring the chains out.
Yeah, it looks like he's short right here from this angle.
And you're right on the line, aren't you, Jason?
Yeah, I'm right on the line.
Well, here come the chains. Did the Wolverines get the football back for the offense? Yes,
Yep.
they did.
Half-yard shy.
Good call, number 8. Great job by the Michigan defense against the Deacon Hill quarterback sneak. With 6'3", 258.
Timeout on the field.
But the Wolverines did so right there. And leading at 17-0 with 5:08 to go in the third quarter, Michigan will get the football back. When we continue from Indianapolis in the Big Ten Championship game, you're listening to Michigan football from Learfield.
Well, Doug, I know we were talking during the break, catching up on some highlights here, but I don't know if you heard on the update that Florida State is up 10-3, and if they win, chaos ensues. It'll be interesting to see what the selection committee will do, but with what's going on right now here in Indianapolis, Michigan gets a nice stop. Hopefully the offense now can regain or take hold of some of that momentum the defense had of being able to stop that quarterback sneak by Deacon Hill. I'd really like to see them here come out and take a shot downfield. If you need to keep a tight end in for protection, give your tackles a little bit of help. Watch some of the games. They're moving up front, but hold the ball long enough. Give JJ the ability to sit in the pocket and be able to deliver the ball downfield. And if you feel like you don't want to do that, then get him outside the pocket. Relocate the launch point of the quarterback. Get him outside the hashes. JJ's very mobile, makes good decisions out there, but get him a clear view and take a shot downfield.
Well, JJ has been pretty crisp in this game so far. It's been penalties that has bothered the Michigan offense tonight. Iowa will make you do that, though. Michigan has the football from their own 44-yard line following the turnover on downs, and they go toss sweep with Blake Corum running right across the 45, following his blockers out to the 50. Good blocking downfield by Drake Nugent, and Trente Jones paving the way for Blake Corum.
And I like the little stutter that Blake had right as he approached the sideline to be able to allow the blockers to get in position, not go out of bounds, and then be able to pick up 2 or 3 more yards. If he just runs that ball and tries to be aggressive initially, he's going to get run out of bounds at about a 3-yard gain.
Got another couple yards out of it. 2nd down and 5 for the Michigan offense. With the ball on the 49-yard line, Michigan leading 17-0, 4:38, third quarter, clock running. JJ in a shotgun. Claps his hands, back to pass. Looking to his right, fires. Cornelius Johnson's got it, and he steps out of bounds right in front of the Iowa bench. A gain of 7 yards. Move the chains. Wolverines have moved it to the Iowa 45-yard line.
Yeah, I was looking at the far sideline there on the Michigan sideline. You had Tyler Morris one-on-one with a corner. I'd like to see that matchup. Just, hey, go win a one-on-one battle. We talk about it on the defensive line, getting after the quarterback. Sometimes it's got to be those wide receivers. One-on-one battle. Go win and make a play.
I formation behind J.J. McCarthy, who will take the snap from under center. Handoff Blake Corum. Spins out of one tackle, and then he's met by Nick Jackson as he gets down to the 43-yard line of the Hawkeyes. Blake did everything he could just to get a couple of yards there.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
You see Deshaun Lee, the cornerback on the right side there, is getting closer and closer on those quick games. That means that we can be able to do a double move soon.
I know. Oh, man, it's there. It's there to be had.
Deshaun Lee, a Belleville native, matched up with Cornelius Johnson in man coverage, wide to the left. Roman Wilson in the slot to the left. 2 receivers split to the right. JJ claps his hands, takes the handoff. Kalel Mullings will bounce it outside, put his head down across the 40, and pushing tacklers backwards just shy of the first down. They blew the whistle. The ball came out. Iowa had it, but the whistle had blown the play dead, and Kalel Mullings just shy of the first down. It'll be third and short for Michigan.
Yeah, keeping an eye on the Iowa sidelines. Obviously, they weren't happy with the San Still fumble, and they thought that one should have been a fumble.
Well, his forward progress was stopped, and he was going backwards, and if the whistle blew it, it's a moot point. Usually they try and let those play out, but third and less than a yard for Michigan. Blake Corum in the backfield. JJ in a shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Corum. No quarterback keeper. JJ's trying to get outside. He gets the corner and slips. But J.J. McCarthy has enough for the first down. A gain of 3. Would have been a lot more if he kept his footing. Did a good job to outrace an Iowa defender on the quarterback keeper down to the 33-yard line. First down for Michigan.
Well, we were begging for that last week against Ohio State. They crashed down hard. Nick Jackson came in from his linebacker position. They had sold out on trying to stop Blake Corum. I think there's some more of that to be had there if they're willing to take the risk of JJ getting outside the pocket and being a runner.
Pistol formation now with Blake Corum in the backfield. JJ takes the snap. Quarterback keeper again running left. JJ trying to get the corner again, and he dives as he is tracked down from behind by Nick Jackson, the outstanding linebacker. Gain of about 2 yards for JJ McCarthy there. Clock at 1:42 to go third quarter, 17-0 Michigan.
I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of a change-up with Alex Orji getting in there as well. We've seen him now. We saw it coming out of the halftime there against Ohio State. We saw it here for one play.
Second down and 8 for Michigan. Iowa showing blitz. JJ points it out. Now they look to the sidelines to change the play. Blake Corum moves from left to right. 4 wide for the Wolverines. 5 on the play clock. JJ gets the snap off. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Wants to take a shot. Now he pump fakes, rolls out to his left, fires, and it is Roman Wilson in traffic, incomplete. Iowa had several defenders there. Roman was hit right when the ball arrived. JJ could have run.
He could have run and should have run. He was right at the line of scrimmage when he released that ball. Put his wide receiver at a little bit of risk. Now, Roman could have gone up and caught that ball, but he was fully extended, could have taken a big shot by 2 different Iowa defenders. There was absolutely nobody in front of JJ. He probably could have picked up that first down and more by himself.
Michigan is in makeable James Turner field goal range. No negative plays here. JJ in a shotgun. They're going to go handoff with Donovan Edwards, hesitates and gets it across the 30 down to the 28. Well short of the first down, but enough to bring on the field goal unit and give James Turner a crack at this one.
I understand being safe with a 17-point lead. I don't think anybody watching this game believes Iowa can make a comeback of 17 points, and you want to take those that you have on the field right now, but I still think to be able to expose this secondary, there's a lot that can be had downfield.
Ball's on the left hash. This will be a 47-yarder for James Turner. Snap is good. Tommy Doman puts it down. The kick is up. It's on its way, and it is good. James Turner with his second field goal of the night. He's now made 9 in a row, and Michigan extends the lead to 20-0 with 22 seconds to go in the third quarter.
It's great to have a kicker that can make a 47-yard field goal like it's nothing. That was good from 50, 55.
What a job this kid has done. The transfer from Louisville, replacing the Lou Groza Award winner Jake Moody, and he's just kept the train on the tracks. Accurate as can be. Doesn't quite have the distance that Jake had, but reliable, and James Turner has given Michigan this 20-0 lead.
Well, and here's what you know. He's been reliable. He's been consistent. They know what his distance is. They're not trying to get him to kick one that's outside of his distance, and they're using him to take those points when they're available. And in a game like this, 3 points is a big difference. That's why you kick the field goal and you take points on the board to start on their very first drive. It's why you take that field goal now. I just want this offense to take some more chances downfield.
Tommy Doman will kick off to Caden Weegan. And Weegan will field this one 2 yards deep in the end zone and bring it out across the 5 to the 10. Bounces it outside to the 20 and is knocked out of bounds at the 28-29 yard line by Caden Colasar. And that's where Iowa will take over, trailing it 20-0 with 17 seconds to go, third quarter.
He averages over 23 yards on a return. Iowa is fourth in the Big Ten in terms of average return yardage on the kick return. So they've been effective at it.
Iowa has just 4 first downs tonight. 2 came here in the third quarter. They're in a world of hurt, down 20-0 in the Big Ten championship game. Empty backfield for Deacon Hill. Michigan showing 5 defensive linemen once again. Hill takes the snap, quick pass, batted down by Jalen Harrell. Wolverines all over it, and they're going to say incomplete. Maybe learn their lesson from the last one they batted down. Mikey Sammerstill that led to the fumble recovery.
Yeah, that was close to being a lateral, but a nice job by Jalen Harrell as he came upfield, batting the ball down.
2nd and 10 for Iowa from their own 28-yard line. 13 seconds to go, third quarter. Deacon Hill will take the snap from under center. LaShawn Williams, the running back, deep. Hill's got it. Play action, back to pass. Pass rush. They're going to go screen to Ostrenga, who runs into a pair of Wolverines, Mike Barrett and also Chris Jenkins, and they drop him after a 2-yard gain out at the 30-yard line, and that'll be the final play of quarter number 3. Michigan outscores Iowa 10-0 in the third quarter, and will take a 20-0 lead to quarter number 4 here at the Big Ten championship game from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. You're listening to Michigan Football from Learfield.